HSN, and we are featuring beautiful gemstones today. I'm Colleen. I'm delighted that you're here. We have lots of fabulous things planned for you, including this next ring. I'm so excited. If there's anybody that you love to give real gemstones to for the holiday and you want to give her something that she probably doesn't own, perhaps will never have the chance to own, this is one that I would love, love, love to recommend to all of you. This is the greatest value we have ever seen on genuine, beautiful, elegant Morganite. I'm going to take you in a minute to hsn.com. I want you to see something. If you go to hsn.com and just type the words Morganite ring into the search box, let me show you what comes up. Let's share some of these price points with you. You can read them off to me, Pat, because I can't see from here, but listen to some of these. Okay, 1,800, 1,400, 1,300, then we have 900, 689. There's another one. What's that? There's how much? That's 350. I mean, look at all these. 299 there. Look at all the. There's one of mine, 229. That's very similar to this. And then somehow out of nowhere, this pops in. There's mine. That's very similar to this one, 229. I love it. But my point to all of you is that this is unheard of. Our price for this, when we brought this in at $169, we sold the vast majority of these rings. So we have a few left. We have about 1,000 or so left. So we decided to do a blowout on this. I had no clue they could ever mark this low. I just want you to know it's $79. This is a ridiculous value. It will never come back again. It is the lowest price we have ever seen for genuine natural Morganite. Natural pink stones are so rare. It's so difficult to get a pink gem and to get these beautiful blushy pinks, this elite stone. Everything about this is perfect. It's that halo style, one of the top trends in the world of diamond jewelry. I'm going to slip this on for you in a second so you can see it on the finger. One of the top trends in diamond jewelry is a beautiful halo ring. It's not too big, it's not too small. You could stack it. It can be right hand. Again, amazing gift for anyone you want to give a rare exotic gemstone to that she perhaps does not own. So if you'd like to pick this one up, good luck. It is first come, first serve to get genuine, natural, beautiful Morganite. And this is named after the famed gem enthusiast J.P. Morgan. A lot of you know the story. If you don't know the story, this stone was originally only sold at Tiffany & Company, and it was extremely rare and difficult to find. You had to go to Tiffany to buy it, and that was in the early 1900s. And lo and behold, over the years, you know, HSN is able to secure a wonderful resource occasionally. This is what we call an opportunity buy. What does that mean? Occasionally, we are able to get our hands on a bunch of material that somebody stockpiled. We work with gem dealers all over the world. We have gem dealers calling us all the time with deals. It's like, let's make a deal. And when this gem dealer who'd been sitting on this material, and this material they've had for a long, long time, this is a material from Mozambique. This is Mozambique Morganite. And they had a finite amount of this. We bought it all, sorted through, QA checked it, had these beautiful, elegant rings made, and it just, again, we got the best value ever, and that, friends, was at $169. That was at our $169. $79 is an absolute unprecedented blowout. I don't care where you go. I don't care if you have a family member in the business, and I do. My son is a gemologist. He's a jewelry designer. He owns a jewelry store. And if I showed him this, he would just be like, Mom, that's impossible. That's impossible. I know what he'd say. He's like, that's impossible. It is impossible. I mean, really, when you see this, you can't even believe it. So whether it's for her for a gift, whether it's for you for a treat, do your $20 bill, let us send it home to you. You get to own the rare, the exotic, the coveted, the loved Morganite. That is 70%, almost 70% off the appraised value. And it is lovely. The color is so beautiful. This blush pink, this soft, gorgeous, delicate pink. It looks like a little pink diamond. Look at that go. Use express ordering. I will be surprised if these don't all sell out. The value is unbelievable. I have another show tonight in prime time, and I think this is supposed to be featured in prime time. I don't even think this will be here. So any of my girlfriends who are at work right now are missing the whole thing. I have all the sizes, 5 all the way up to size 11. If you need that size 11 though, final call will be going out. For all the guys watching, if you have a daughter, for all the dads out there, if you have a daughter and you want to give her a beautiful piece of jewelry, first of all, the design is perfect. Every woman, doesn't matter, a classic, gorgeous halo design like this. We did that by design. We wanted to do something really special with these stones. We wanted to do something that is not going to go out of style in a year or two, that's not going to look faddish. We wanted to do something that would stand the test of time. So that's why it's set the way a pink diamond would be set. That's exactly what we wanted to do with this. It's just so beautiful and elegant, and you can see the sparkle coming off that beautiful, beautiful pink stone. Anyway, for all the dads out there, I was going to tell you, if you have not ever bought your daughter a piece of jewelry, may I just say, do it if you can. Buy her a piece of jewelry. My father, I have 3 sisters, so he had 4 daughters, 2 sons, I have 2 brothers, so family of 6. But my dad, every year, my dad would give my sisters and me a piece of jewelry. And it was the cutest thing. He would give us, I have like all kinds of fun little things from my dad that I've collected over the years, little dolphin pins and hoop earrings. And it was so cute. He'd always go shopping for us. He'd pick out a little special piece of jewelry for each of us. And my dad is no longer with me. But that jewelry means the absolute world to me, that he took the time and the thought to go pick out, and he would go pick it out. And he knew I love dolphins, so he bought me a little dolphin. Anyway, I bring this up because that's what I think of when I see this. If you have someone that you'd like to start a fine jewelry collection, if you have a daughter, a granddaughter, a niece, anyone in your life that you want to give something really memorable, she'll never forget it. She will never forget receiving a Morganite, her first piece of jewelry like this, a Morganite ring. It's just really exciting. And by the way, over 300 lucky women have this on the way. With everyone on the phone and on hsn.com, we only have a couple hundred of these left. This will never be back. I was showing you the prices, even, you know, in my Colleen collection, which I will tell you, we work really hard to bring you my most important thing. I want beautiful jewelry in this collection. I want things you love, but it also is important to me that things are affordable, and our buyers work really hard. And that's why when I see a value like this, I know that this is something that will never, ever happen again. We cannot sell, nobody sells Morganite at a price this low. That is a very rare gemstone. This material is out of Mozambique, Africa. Morganite is found in different parts of the world. There's Brazilian material, which is much more common. The Mozambique Morganite is not something we get to see very often. It might be the only time we've seen it. I know we do not see it as often, and that was one of the more special things about it. The fact we had this unique origin, we had these beautiful stones, oval cut, and then we decided to keep our whole setting really simple and beautiful and put it in a halo, which means, of course, the surround, that halo surround is all done in brilliant cut white topaz. So that brings extra sparkle to that beautiful pinky centerpiece, which again makes this ring one of those once in a lifetime. This is a ring that when you get it home and you take it into the sunlight, it looks so pretty next to the skin too. That's one of the things I really like about it. It's very flattering to the skin tone. It's a really pretty neutral. It's not a hot pink. It's not one of those kind of fuchsia pinks. It's a really beautiful, soft, delicate pink. And when it was first discovered, and again, we're going way back to the early 1900s, J.P. Morgan, who was the famed buyer for Tiffany & Company, and they used to finance expeditions all over the world on the hunt, looking for rare, exotic, new finds and new stones. And when this was first discovered, J.P. Morgan went wild. He fell madly in love with it. He named it after himself. He liked it so much, he named it Morganite. And it is one of his legacies. It will go down to the end of time as being a stone that J.P. Morgan, this famous jeweler, to this day is really one of the things he's known for. So it keeps his memory and legacy alive. But I will say that's why for collectors, for those of us that work in the gem business, those of us that are in the gem world, Morganite is something that's absolutely on our list of collectibles. It is a collector's stone, to be sure. It is not an inexpensive stone. this price is the price that you would see for a quartz gemstone. Quartz is a beautiful gemstone. It is much more common. And that's my point here. Morganite does not sell in this price point at all. I mean, when we're looking at about a 3/4 carat solitaire in the center there, think about the size of like a 1/2 carat, 3/4 carat diamond. So that's the size you have. So it's really a beautiful size. It's one that you can wear every day if you want to. It's one that you could stack next to another band if you wanted to. So I hope you treat yourself to it while we have them here. There you can see the back of the ring. It's very simple. You don't have to size up on this ring whatsoever. It's definitely a true to size fit on this ring when you get it home. Try it on, take it to dinner, or tuck it away for that special, special gift for someone, because it is